Just look at the doc sitting there, glorious. Look at that glorious mane. Look at that laser sharp mustache. If I grow something like that, I would definitely have a mustache that big and that broad. But unfortunately, every time I grow a mustache, I just get pulled over more by the police because I look like a complete ped. That's neither here nor there, though. Dr. DisRespect has finally broken his silence. He has done some interviews about his Twitch ban, and it seems like he's on a full-on assault trying to defend his situation, defend his name. But when you read some of these interviews, it's still kind of unclear exactly what's happened. And some of the stuff that he said is really kind of unbelievable. And I don't mean like I don't believe what Doc is saying. I mean, the situation is one of the most bizarre stories to ever come out of the online gaming community. So we're just going to dive right in here. You probably already saw a lot of this stuff, so I'll try to cruise through some of it, but I have some pieces that I've picked out that I think give us some more insight into what actually happened to Dr. DisRespect that I haven't seen anyone talk about. So I'm going to deduce some things from the interviews, from things that have been said, and from things that have not been said. So let's proceed. First off, you probably saw this video by the doc, and I'm not even going to say anything about it. I think that we should just watch it. He's out there. He's fighting back. Here we go. I'm just going to let this flow through me. It's out of my head. I hear you, Doc. It's crying from his soul. But I'm still in control. He's still got it, though. You can't stop him. It's out of my hands. You can never take away. Take away what? Whew. Doc is the master. Doc is the master. That video says everything that I think we need to know. He's in control. He's working on the situation. He's going to be making a comeback. He tweeted this out, and I have a notification set, so I got a notification as soon as this came out. And I watched it like 12 times after that. People are responding to it. Lots of likes, lots of retweets and comments. But here is one of the most interesting parts about this particular video, this particular tweet. He also posted this on his Instagram, okay? And you'll notice the very top comment here, Mrs. Assassin, Doc's wife, heart. Now, I think one of the biggest rumors that we've seen so far is that this whole situation, and this is something that Slasher implied when he was talking about why Doc was banned, was some kind of hashtag me as well situation. Do you think that Doc's wife would be in the comments at the top posting a heart if this situation had anything to do with something like that? I don't think so. We know that Doc already had a situation a while back where he was unfaithful to his wife. Very sad situation. He came on stream and he was crying and asking for the community to bear with him while he dealt with this issue with his family. And I gained a lot of respect for him doing that. He was forthright. He was transparent. He disappeared for months. And it seems like he worked it out with his family, which is exactly what he needed to do. This wasn't about his fans. This wasn't about anything else besides trying to heal his relationship with his wife. Whatever he did, we don't even know. And so my point is, she would have been sensitive to this whole situation if this were a hashtag me as well situation. And apparently she's not. It doesn't seem to me like she is. So that, to me, eliminates that whole situation right there. So then what is it? I think it comes back down to exactly what Twitch told us this was. This is their statement when asked about the Doc banning. As is our process, we take appropriate action when we have evidence that a streamer has acted in a violation of our community guidelines or terms of service. These apply to all streamers regardless of status or prominence. People don't want to believe that this is actually what has caused him to be banned. But this is all we've heard. And Doc continues to deny that he knows anything else besides this. And people are like, well, of course he knows. He must know. Does he? Does he actually know? Because he keeps saying that he doesn't. And from my mind, if Twitch has told him the reason that he's been banned and he's out there saying Twitch hasn't, that is defamation. that is grounds for Twitch to sue him and say, you know exactly what we did or what you did, why we banned you. And if you don't want to reveal that to your community, that's your choice. But don't go around telling people that we banned you for no reason. And I think they could actually sue him for that. So I don't see that as being a viable scenario. I really do believe that he doesn't know. And in this interview that he did with the Washington Post, he says a lot of stuff, and we'll just cover some of it. And he also did an interview with PC Gamer, which he reveals even more. And he talks about why he's been silent this whole time, which I think we kind of could guess why he was silent, but I'll tell you what he said. So from the interview, I've been dealing with a lot of stress and anxiety lately, Beam told the Post. I don't know who Beam is. I think they misspelled Doc there. You know, my wife and I, this is our livelihood. We worked really hard to get to this point. Let's just say I've felt all the emotions you could possibly feel. Beam, Doc, guys, get a copy editor here. Doc maintains he still doesn't know why Twitch effectively voided his contract just a few months into a 2-year exclusivity arrangement, first reported by The Verge. Now, I have some insider friends who told me that the contract that he signed with Twitch was worth $7.5 million a year. $7.5 million a year. Honestly, we just don't know, Beam, told the Post. It was a total shock. Imagine showing up to work and the doors are closed and you can't even get inside. What are you going to do? What's going on? And you've been told that you've been fired, but you haven't been told the reason why. We just weren't given an answer. It was the worst feeling. Doc said he learned the news while watching a friend's stream on Twitch. He noticed that some of the features normally available to him as a creator were not present and sent an email to Twitch. Dude, wow. This reeks of truth. The way this reads is not, it doesn't read like someone who's trying to be deceptive to me. It reads like someone who's completely caught off guard that they were banned from Twitch and had no idea why. Twitch, let's see, in their reply, the company informed him of their action, but did not provide a reason. Wow. You know what? I did a video a while back about how Twitch's response to the Dr. DisRespect ban was totally unbelievable. And all the cry boys came in and downvoted that video, but that reaction was 100% correct. Twitch's response to the situation is unbelievable. You ban one of your most popular streamers. You don't tell anyone why, not even the guy that you're banning, the guy who you had an exclusivity contract with, and you won't tell him what he did wrong. You just say that he violated terms of service or he violated the community guidelines. That's outrageous. That's outrageous. So here's an interview with PC Gamer. And they ask him specifically about what's going on and some of the allegations that have been floating out there that Slasher has been putting out about how this is potentially deep crime related and there's some serious crime element and this is probably a hashtag me as well situation. So the bold is PC Gamer asking him questions. And Twitch just cut you off or just cut off contact with you? They never provided you a reason for the ban? Yes, said Doc. The interviewer, that seems crazy to me to ban one of its most famous, popular streamers and then to not even tell them what they did wrong. Yeah, that's kind of the mind-blowing thing about all this, says the Doc. Obviously, for legal counsel, I have to be careful here. However, I can say that I will not be returning to Twitch. So, I mean, that's it. So there you go. Doc's officially done with Twitch. I'm still not sure I 100% believe that, but it seems like that's the case. And here's where it gets into the real serious allegations made by Slasher. So the interviewer says, sure, I'm not a famous streamer, but if I was a famous streamer and I got banned for no reason, especially considering the Dr. DisRespect character and who he is, character, what? I think my response would be to get on social media and shout out from the rooftops and be like, this is really unfair. I'm curious why you haven't done that. Well, I mean, I'm trying to take the best and appropriate steps possible, and there are things behind the scenes in terms of a legal standpoint that, I can't. So are you able to confirm what legal action is taking place? Are you taking legal action against Twitch? We are considering legal action against Twitch. That right there explains why he's been silent. Because they're probably going to sue Twitch. There's got to be negotiations happening between the Doc's lawyers and Twitch at this point, trying to settle this multi-million-dollar exclusivity contract that he signed with Twitch that he probably turned away other offers to take. trying to get money for being banned from the platform after all this for no reason, I guarantee you that his lawyers are going after Twitch in some way. They may not sue, but they're probably going to settle with Twitch. Almost guaranteed they're going to have some kind of settlement with Twitch. So he has to be careful about what he says, which is why he's been silent about this whole thing. He was caught off guard. He was probably completely in shock, didn't know what was going on, didn't know what to do. So he contacts his legal team. They're trying to figure out what's going on and working out their legal strategy on what they're going to do about getting reimbursed, getting some kind of settlement from Twitch, which I'm sure he's going to get money from Twitch. I have no doubt about that. Here's where we get to Slasher's comments on these interviews. It seems to me that Slasher is pretty much outright insinuating at this point that whatever is going on is a hashtag #MeToo situation, because that is what he's focused on. Out of all the things that he could have focused on in these interviews, that's what he's focused on in his tweets. And he says, of all the Dr. DisRespect interviews, the PC Gamer one is pretty solid, my favorite part. And he highlights the part about the hashtag #MeToo situation. The interviewer says, one facet of the story is that, and I'm sure you're aware of this, there are people coming forward saying they know the reason you're banned. For example, Slasher on stream yesterday saying he knows you were banned. He knows why you were banned, but he doesn't want to say because he fears it can make him a target of a defamation lawsuit. Now, this answer from Doc is a little gobbledygook, but people are implying that he is being deceiving here, that he knows why he's been banned, but he doesn't want to say. But he is not sure what to say, in my opinion, because he's in a legal situation and he doesn't want to say anything that could put him in a position where he won't get to settle this the way he wants with Twitch. So he says, listen, again, I'm not interested in engaging in any of that stuff or that crazy speculation. I have a great community of loyal fans, so on and so forth. I just want to get back to making great content. Okay, but have you made any attempt to understand what he's talking about? They're talking about Slasher. Like, if someone had dirt on me, even if I knew it was total BS, I would at least want to know what they thought and what they knew. Have you tried to contact him or any of his affiliated parties? No, says Doc. Well, if Doc doesn't think it's true, if he knows that it's not true, why would he try to contact Slasher? He would just ignore him because he's like, this guy is just trying to get Twitter followers. So why would I give this guy any attention? The one part that I will say is a little strange to me is this part. And again, this could be Doc being elusive because he doesn't want to say anything that could decrease his legal standing. But they specifically ask him in this PC Gamer interview about a hashtag me as well situation. And they say, okay, I just have one question that's semi-related. Because there's also this current climate of people coming forward to share stories of hashtag me as well situations and abuse in the games industry. Twitch has recently banned several streamers who have been outed as Me Tooers or Me as Wellers, abusers, and otherwise toxic individuals. I think this is why Twitch got rid of him. I think this is it. They don't like the things that he talks about on stream. They don't like his hyper male persona. They don't like that he's an unadulterated, pure image of a man. And they just don't like that about him. That's my opinion. He says, listen, I'm not interested in engaging in crazy speculation. I've seen all the theories. I've seen all the possible conspiracies. And it's just like, I'm just not interested in engaging in that type of stuff. So he kind of dodges the question. But I don't really make that much of this because, again, he's got to be careful about what he says. He's clearly in a legal situation with Twitch, and he is listening to his lawyer's advice, and he doesn't want to decrease his legal standing. So this tweet doesn't necessarily surprise, or his reply doesn't necessarily surprise me. But what is surprising to me is Slasher is pretty much with this tweet, he's pretty much implying that this is a hashtag me as well situation. That's why he's focusing on this element of the story, and this is probably why he doesn't want to bring it up, because if he's wrong, he's going to be sued by Doc. And the fact that he's not willing to talk about it leads me to believe that he's not sure that it's actually true. Because if he were 100% positive, I think he would be speaking out, in my opinion. But he's not. So it seems like he may have heard something that he is unable to corroborate. He doesn't know if it's true or not. And so he's just putting it out there, and he's letting it sit because he doesn't know what else to do with it. So there you have it. Doc is officially done with Twitch, or so he says. I think he's going to be on YouTube sometime soon once he figures out what his game plan is. He also mentioned he's working on Doc 3.0. He's working with his creative teams to heighten the backgrounds and stuff that we see used on Twitch and come up with even more creative elements. No one does it better than Doc in that regards. He also seems to have not lost any of his sponsorships, which I consider to be a really good sign. He said they're still continuing to move forward with the Doc TV show that he signed with Sky whatever, Robert Kirkman's production company, Skybound or something like that, to do a Doc TV show, which I will be very excited to check out. There's the update so far. So go read the interviews for yourself. There's one with Washington Post. There's one with PC Gamer. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is one of the strangest stories I've ever seen in any industry. And you know what? It's a sign of the times, isn't it? Social media companies banning people without reason. YouTube demonetizing, banning people without reason. Facebook doing the same thing. Twitch doing the same thing. These companies are nervous about the types of content they host on their platform. So the idea that they would ban him for community guideline strikes or terms of service violations doesn't surprise me at all. And I think that's exactly what's going on here, which if that is what transpired here, oh my gosh, that is one of the dumbest things Twitch could have possibly done. There will be a backlash over this if that's the case. Anyway, Erfon Elijah here, Gadget Hunter. Oh yeah, I'm coming back with gadget videos. Don't you worry. I'm working on some right now. But I wanted to keep following this Dr. DisRespect story because this just keeps getting stranger and stranger and stranger. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. That's it for me from now. Tweak that subscribe button if you want to hear more content like this, and I'll be back with you real soon. I'll see you guys next time.